Well, I'm about to go for lunch, so if you guys want to join me, we're gonna test the new exhaust on I-290 at maximum allowable speeds. And I don't want to leave the laptop here for obvious reasons, because that baby is 3,000 US, 4,000 Canadian. And I just used this one. Was fooling around with the accordion, trying to make it stop leaking air. So I open it up, change the gaskets. The result, no result. And funny thing happened this morning. So because I'm leaving tomorrow, right? Today is my second day, so I'm leaving this hotel tomorrow. Very nice hotel, except they constantly play music, and it's pretty loud in the lobby. And because I'm on the first floor, not too far from the lobby, I can hear it. It never stops. So I might need to edit the video to kill that music. And so what I was doing today is, since I'm returning to Canada tomorrow, so what I need to do is I need to declare the exhaust and the repairs. And so I was looking for the bill, but the bill I got, like the shipping notification from Holly or Flowmaster, it just had the part number, didn't have the price. And so I went to the original email with the order confirmation, but I don't have the printer with me, right? And I don't want to go to Staples or something like that. So I'm at the hotel. They all have printers, and you know, quite often they just help you out. So I went to the front. I said, could you please print out an email? If you could, what's your email address? So the lady gave me a piece of paper with the email address, and I saved that order confirmation as PDF file. Not sure who's calling me. And then I go in there, and she says, "Here you go." And she gives me a piece of paper with a test, you know, like when your printer was shut down for a while. Like usually the first thing it does, it prints out a test page. So the lady didn't look at the page. She gives me the page. She says, "Here you go." I look at it. It says, page test successful. And she's not even looking at me. Like, she's already busy doing something else. And I said, "Ma'am, miss," I never know what to say. "Miss, ma'am," I said, "this is not what I sent you." I said, "I sent you an invoice." What the heck? This thing doesn't want to turn off. Okay, I was ready to kill it. And so she gives me the test page. I said, "No, that's not the one." She said, "Oh, okay, one second, I'm working on it." It's like as if it's my fault, you know, like she's not apologizing, nothing. And then she says, "Here you go." And again, she just picks up the page that she printed out without looking at me, and she gives me the page. I take the page, and I kid you not, the page says, "Your COVID-19 test result is negative." I'm like, "Miss, could you please look at the piece of paper before you give it to me? And she says, is this yours? I said, no. And first of all, why would you even print out, you know, a confidential thing, right, that somebody received from a clinic, and she not even asking me for my name, you know? It's just, it's amazing. So anyway, I go back and I resend. I said, okay, this time I'm going to resend, because before the subject line just read the please print out -- room number. So now I resend it and I put a room number -- my name, you know, and then in the body I said, please print out. And so I go back there. Took him like 10 minutes to finally find the email, but now I have the I have proof of my purchase with what do you call it? With the amount. All right, so I got my keys. I think I put them in the laptop. And so the second thing I did, since it's still not February 28th, I booked a PCR test. And so now I found Panera Bread in the general direction of that clinic. So basically this is north, airport is here, that's I-90. So I have to go that way and basically northwest, as if towards Niagara Falls, Canada. Actually, where I'm going tomorrow for a week. And over there, that's the pharmacy where they do the testing, and right next to it is, close to it, is Panera Bread. So I booked the appointment for 2 o'clock, and so now I still have time to go and have a quick lunch. And then they said it's $125, and the results will be like ready within like an hour or so. It's been raining since yesterday night, but my canal looks pretty clean, which is pretty cool. And in the morning, so you see I got my printed out proof of vaccination, both vaccines. But in Canada they don't care about that. You have to use wait, why are we going south? I know that light over there. I couldn't turn.
Head east toward New York 78 North Transit Road.
Yeah, let's go north. And so in the morning I was parked like that car facing this way, and man, I felt conscious because, you know, when the car is cold, the new exhaust was pretty loud, and it was like 8 o'clock. I wanted to go to Starbucks. See that sound? That's my dash cam. So one camera facing me, one camera facing the front, and there's a camera in the back. So pretty nifty. Actually, I bought this for the truck, right? But on the truck, I thought, wait a second, this is a 3-channel dash cam, but on the truck I cannot use the rear, right? Okay, so we are 16 clicks away, 10 miles. All right, let's go. So 12:26, perfect. So I'll have like 30 minutes, 40 minutes for lunch, and then I'll go for the testing. And this will be my second test area.
Southwest toward New York 78 South.
I already did one in Canada, but like I mentioned yesterday, I think that now Canadian government does not allow.
Turn left onto New York 78 South.
Canadian government does not allow testing in Canada.
In 200 meters, turn right onto Arrow Drive.
Ah, that's why they didn't want me to go this
Head
way.
north on New York 78 North Transit Road.
Because there's no
Continue on New York 78 North for 1 kilometer.
ramp on I-90 here. it's okay. This one, and I went, I found Home Depot. So there's a king crab in here. Expensive, but man, so nice. King crab. I ordered the takeout yesterday. Got some lobster tail, some shrimp. Man, it was so good. But I spent like 55 bucks. But you know, it's a vacation. And then there's a Starbucks over there. It's a very good area. Starbucks, and then there's Home Depot. And I had to go to Home Depot because I forgot to buy that. Remember, I bought that vodka to sanitize the place where I was.
300 meters, use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto World Drive.
Yeah, to sanitize the place where I was putting the new gasket on the accordion.
Use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto World Drive.
Unfortunately, that vodka did not survive the transit. Or let's say it didn't survive the night. I was watching some movies and got ahead of myself a little bit, but I mean, it was good vodka, so I thought it would be, you know, wasting a good material on the accordion. And so I woke up early and I drove over there to Home Depot, and I got a hand sanitizer. I need one anyway because I used to carry one right here in the car. You know, it's very useful when you go and grab like a hose when you're fueling or something. You know, it keeps your hands clean. And so I thought, I remember that sanitizer, that's what I used when I wanted to clean the buttons. You know, like I color code the buttons on the accordion to help me learn, you know, different notes like fa, or what is that, F is green, and so on. Like mi is blue, do is black, you know. And then when I was selling that previous one, I remember I wanted to clean it up, and so I searched online and I found out that the best thing to clean that would be a hand sanitizer, and it worked like a charm. You know, doesn't damage the buttons, just take off that Flowmaster, you know, the paint. And so yeah, I went to Home Depot and I got that sanitizer, and I got some sanitizing.
Continue on World Drive for 3 kilometers.
And I got some sanitizing wipes, and that's what I use for the accordion. And I also, on the way back, I stopped for coffee. So I didn't eat anything today because yesterday, like I said, I had $55 worth of seafood. Except the guy threw in a couple of baked potatoes, but mostly it was just, you know, shrimp and lobster tail and stuff like that, and some crab legs. It was amazing. Maybe I'll go there today again, because I think they're open for dining. By the way, the results with the exhaust, actually I'm pretty happy it's not obnoxiously loud like I said yesterday, and I was listening to it today, but the car became a bit quicker, you know, because now these pipes are 3-inch instead of 2 1/4, I think, that they installed from the factory, and the mufflers are pretty much straight through. I like it. I think it was a good upgrade, even though it was very expensive, you know, like $1,400 US for the kit and almost $400 for the install. But I think it's worth it. You know, it gave me something to do a video about, and I just cannot drive a factory car, you know, spec. And yeah, there was some guys were saying there was something weird about the sound yesterday. It was because okay, let's switch to miles. See, like one push of a button, and my odometer, even though the analog one is in kilometers only, but the one in the middle, I can switch between miles and kilometers. And that's the difference, I think, between American cars and Canadian cars. I don't think in an American car you can do that. But you see, Canadian cars, they give us kind of like the best of both worlds. So I don't want to get a ticket here, because in New York, if you get a ticket, it goes on your commercial license. Because New York is close to Ontario, right? So, and this way in miles, I can control my speed a bit better.
In 500 meters, turn right onto Garrison Road.
Like, where are we going? Like, we still have 11 kilometers, and I don't know. Why is it sending me like this? No freeway? But
Turn right onto Garrison Road.
no, actually, this will be good, right? This will be good for the video.
Continue on Garrison Road for 800 meters.
Wow, 25. Man. And they have a radar over there. Area speed limit 25 miles per hour. This is some kind of an older neighborhood, and all the houses have wood outside, like panels. That's a nice looking house, dark with a red door.
In 300 meters, turn left onto New York 5 West Main Street.
$200 meters, New York 5. Oh man, I know this one. New York 5, an ugly road with lots of...
Turn left onto New York 5 West Main Street.
with lots of lights. Quite often when I have an oversized load, they would send me here. Yeah, so why are we going this way? Why no freeway? Okay, finally. Oh, okay, so I see what she's doing. So now I'm taking 5 west, and then finally I'm jumping on 290, I think. So yeah, that was a funny adventure in the morning with with the reception at the hotel. So first she gives me a test print page, and then she gives me somebody's negative COVID result, you know? Like, I wish I was making this up, but life is often stranger than fiction.
Continue on New York 5 West for 2 kilometers.
How I found this clinic, of course, with the help of Google. I just searched for PCR test to travel to Canada, and the guy gave me, so I found this pharmacy like 10 miles away. Called the number, the guy says COVID test, no, call this number. So give me a different number for the same pharmacy, but probably different building or something. And called them and they told me how to do it. Bring your ID, bring $125 US. And they have a second test, which actually, like, I think the one I wanted was PCR test, but that one was like $140. And this guy says, you're going to Canada, he says, there's another test which is cheaper, but it's also recognized. And I said, are you sure? Because I know I cannot do any rapid tests. I said, I need the test that's recognized by Canadian government. And of course, because they're in Buffalo, they're in the border town, they know this. And the guy says, yeah, this one is recognized. I forgot what it's called, but it's not PCR, it's called something else, but it's still a molecular test.
In 200 meters, use the right lane to take the I-290 west ramp. Use the right lane to take the I-290 west ramp. Continue on I-290 west for 7 kilometers.
Now this exhaust, such a sweet sound, man. So basically, they said all the testing is done in the parking lot. They said when you pull in into that area with the pharmacy, look for the white tent. And they said drive in. And also, yeah, when you call them, they ask for your email address, and they send you a email with a link to a form you have to fill out. And basically, it opens a different screen on your computer, and you just have to type in your name, your address, who you work for, your phone number, your email address. And once you're done, you click submit, and it gives you a code, something like BEP or something with some number. And the guy on the phone said, write down that number, because they will ask you for it. That's kind of like your proof of the appointment, and that you are who you say you are, and then you just show them your ID. Alright, what's the speed limit here? I missed the signs. I'm doing 65, but I see this guy is very cautious in the middle lane. So now I'm going northwest as if I'm going to Niagara Falls, Canada. I-290 west, but it's actually, we're going northwest. Okay, what's the speed limit? 55. All right. Then I don't want to drive faster than 60. That's why this guy is slow.
In 3 kilometers, take exit 3 for US 62, Niagara Falls Boulevard, tour 3.
So the temperature now is +9 Celsius, which is 50 F. Nice. Oh yeah, I started saying why that oh, false alarm. I thought my lane was ending. Yeah, why that sound was so weird. It's because I use the editing tools on the computer, because when I uploaded all the files, right, and I started listening, and I thought it was too quiet, you know. And so on Apple iMovie, there's a button there that you can adjust the volume. You can use like an equalizer, like a different filters.
In 800 meters, take exit 3 for US 62, Niagara Falls Boulevard, 23.
One of the filters was voice, like it would accentuate voice, and then the other one was music. And so I tried them, and when I was recording the actual exhaust outside of the car,
Take exit 3.
I used that music enhancement. But then when I was talking, I think I used...
Use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto US 62 South, Niagara Falls Boulevard.
Yeah, when I was talking, I think I used the voice enhancement, and that was a bit... That's why the volume is all over the place. But that's why that video sounds a bit different than my previous videos. Usually, you know, these GoPros, they record when I'm talking, even inside the truck, they record pretty good, because they have more than one microphone, and they switch to the proper position microphone based on where the sound is coming from. And this 8, I think I'm using 8 right now. Is it 9? I think this is 9, the bigger one. So starting from 8, the audio recording improved.
Use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto US 62 South, Niagara Falls Boulevard.
Okay, which side is Panera Bread on? Oh, we're going left. Okay.
In 600 meters, turn left.
So it's somewhere inside these, there's lots of, like a shopping area here. Oh, and before I head over to Canada, I'll have to make sure I fill up the tank, because here the gas is much cheaper than in Canada. It's like $4 US per gallon, which is 3.78 liters. When I filled up, it was $1.94 in Canada, right? But of course, that was 94 gas. Like over here, look, diesel is $4.19. Gas was, what, 3 something.
Turn left, then turn right.
Oops, sorry. Somewhere here. Applebee's, Skechers outlet, Panera Bread. Gotcha. So now we're just waiting for the green arrow. Oh yeah, this is some kind of or there's Target, there's Best Buy, there's all here. There's LL Bean, cheeseburger, Nordstrom Rack, and over there we have Buffalo Wings, and there's Barnes and Noble bookstore. They had one in Port Huron. Michigan closed it, I think, there, because hardly anybody buys books now in retail stores. It's all online. So time now is, oh, it's almost 1 o'clock. But I know I'm pretty close to the pharmacy. Maybe 5 minutes. So I think I have about half an hour to kill before my 2 o'clock appointment. As long as we can get that green arrow. By the way, I was waiting. The same setup is in front of my hotel, and I was sitting and the arrow was red and it wouldn't change. Like I went through like 2 or 3 cycles where everybody was moving, and
turn right, then turn left.
I think I'm going here. Yeah. There's Panera Bread on the left. I'm just gonna park somewhere a little bit away.
Head south.
So that nobody hits my nice car. All right, that's it, boys and girls. Time for lunch. Yeah, the lunch was good. Lots of people inside. I would say 50% were attractive young females. I'm guessing we're somewhere near a university, probably somewhere here. I know there's a university northeast, but this is such a nice area, you know. I never been here. So many people, so many cars, you know, so many shoppers, because there's like stores and restaurants everywhere. So basically we are like northern part, I would say northern part of Buffalo, right? And so my pharmacy is like 2.5 clicks away, so I have time. And about 5 meters away from me there were 2 girls, and I'm not sure how they managed this, but one girl, and she was sitting on the outside, so I didn't see the other one, but I heard it was a female voice. But this one, she was talking non-stop. Like, I was there for probably 20 minutes. She kept talking, maybe would make a pause like half a second, the other one would say something, or probably maybe nod or something. Like this one was just, you know, it can get irritating, you know, like somebody's talking like that and she's pretty loud. So 2 people meet, one person just basically like a machine gun, you know, and the other guy, or the girl in this case, cannot even, you know, put in a word in between. And I got this BLT, this turkey avocado sandwich. And normally I cannot get enough of this, but for some reason now, maybe because I've been eating, because I had that nice seafood yesterday, I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would. I really want to get some fish or something, you know. Then I got some hazelnut coffee to go. So I'm guessing let's move out to the testing site, because it's pretty much I don't even think that you need an appointment there. The guy, when I call the guy, he says, okay, so what time are you thinking of coming? He says, I have anything from 12 and after. And we were talking about 10 o'clock. So I'm thinking if I show up early, they might still accommodate me. And then I should have the answer in 1 hour. And the tricky part is the ArriveCan app, because when you are a trucker and you cross border in your truck, you only have to set up your profile once, and there's a reference number there, and that's what they want to hear, what they want to see, you know, like, okay, did you do your ArriveCan? Can we see the code? And you show them that. But now I'm not in my truck, I'm in my car, so I'm no longer considered an essential worker. So in theory, what I should do is I should delete that profile as a trucker, because you cannot just have two, you know, like a citizen and a trucker. Like citizen, by citizen I mean non-essential, just a visitor, right? That's what I'm doing here. It's not related to my trucking job, I don't think, no, because I went in to pick up the exhaust for the car, right? So this has nothing to do with delivering excavators and wheel loaders and pipe layers and shuttle wagons. This is for my personal amusement. And so in theory, I'm supposed to click the garbage can button over there, delete all that, which otherwise would be reusable. You know, because like I said, you only do that once, and you have that code each time you sign in. It gives you that code, and that means that you're good to go, and that your passport is connected to the vaccination results, and that's what they want to see at the border. So now, because I'm not an essential worker, I'm supposed to delete that and create a new profile. But I don't want to do that because I don't want to lose this essential worker thing, because then I will have to redo it, and it's tricky. I don't want to make a mistake. So I think my plan is to get this testing done, and then I'm gonna print out the test at my hotel. There'll be another adventure, but now I know how to grab their attention, right? You have to put your room number in the subject line and then go tell them, okay, look for the email that says this, room, and the number. And then if they stop me in the border, you say, hey, I'm an essential trucker, I don't want to lose that profile, but here's the testing, here's my proof of vaccination. And if you look at that ArriveCan, you will see my vaccination. So depending on the mood of the office, I think they might decide to stop me and delete that profile and create a new one. And I gotta research this, because I think they're saying that you have to do that beforehand, you know. So I'm afraid that, let's say if they stop me at the border and they say, why are you trying to cross? Here it says you're essential worker, you're inside your car. And if they make me do a new entry as a private visitor, they might send me back to US and say, okay, stay back there for 2 more days, because they need some advance notice. But I know it's all not very strict, you know. Like I remember first time I used this ArriveCan when I went to pick up my TWIC card in this car, right? On the first day when they opened the border, right? And everybody was saying I'm crazy to try to cross the border on the first day when it was open to vaccinated Canadians. And so I did that. Back then they allowed the test to be taken in Canada before you leave, if you're gonna stay in the States for less than 72 hours, right? And now they canceled it. Now it has to be taken outside of Canada, which what I'm doing now. But when I went back 2 hours later with the TWIC card, the guy was like half asleep, you know, the Canadian side. I said, "You want to see my arrive can?" He like just waved at me like, "Are you vaccinated?" I said, "Yeah, go." He didn't see any, he didn't want to look at my phone, didn't see my proof. He just, of course, I gave him my passport and that's it. But then the other time, after these new rules are in now, even truckers have to use this Arrive Can app, right? When I was entering Thunder Bay, the guy was not happy that I didn't have that code in, right? And then when I was moving that shuttle wagon to Saskatchewan, right, on the border there, they stopped me and they made me go inside. But the guy was like very efficient. He showed me how to do this, and he says, "Keep that one, do not delete it, because you can use it every time you cross the border back into Canada as a trucker." And that's why I don't want to delete it. I don't want to create the new one, because half of the time they don't look at you when you're just a private visitor. Right now they pay more attention to truckers. So the main goal, of course, now is to get a negative test. But I feel fine. I don't have any symptoms, and I already was tested before. Yeah, when I went to get the TWIC card. Alright, so the second part of this blockbuster is Captain Sergei navigating the narrow streets of San Francisco, Buffalo, on the way to the pharmacy. All right, oh, I wanted to switch on this thing over here, the windshield, but it's because now it's on automatic. It started disappearing. The moisture, the fog started disappearing right away. Okay, ready? So I think we're gonna get back which way? That one is north. I think this way. South. But yeah, the car sounds pretty healthy. I like it. Except it's getting darker and darker for some reason. I think it came from there. Oh yeah, because I was turning this way. I remember now. I think it's gonna start raining really soon. Okay, now we're turning which way? Turning left. Yes, yeah.
Turn left onto Niagara Falls Boulevard.
You see how dark it is? But it's still +9, so 49F. Yeah, I need this piece of paper. It has my code, registration code for the test. The exhaust now. But like I said, I did feel it had a positive impact on performance as well.
In 500 meters, turn right onto Yorkshire Road. You see both sides of the street, it's all
stores and restaurants, and there's a church, jewelry place, smoke place, spy outlet. Huh. Spy outlet. Is it American spy outlet or is it a Russian spy outlet? The sign does not say. I'm gonna check this out over there. They probably sell live GPS trackers, surveillance, gadgets, audio recorders, bug detectors, and much more. Huh. Oh, I forgot the big news. Last week I sent an email to the Russian consulate, and I was being sarcastic, you know. I typed in Russian and said, are you guys going for a bureaucratic record in terms of confirming my Russian citizenship? Because you had my papers since June 21. And so this morning I got an answer. It says, dear applicant.
Turn right onto Yorkshire Road, then turn left onto Wynwood Avenue.
It says, dear applicant, уважаемый заявитель. В настоящее время готовится положительное заключение. Basically, they're saying that we are working on a positive result state.
Turn left onto Wynwood Avenue.
So basically, it looks like my citizenship has been finally confirmed, and they wrote
In 500 meters, turn right onto Brighton Road.
and they wrote that they will send me an official communique, like an official email. And once I receive that one, I'll be able to book an appointment for the new biometric passport. And biometric, it costs I think 20 or 40 bucks more than a regular passport, but you don't have to bring the pictures, whereas the regular passport, you have to do the pictures.
Turn right onto Brighton Road.
It's 90 bucks Canadian, and it's only good for 5 years. It's the same one I had before. But biometric one, they take the picture at the consulate, and it's only a few bucks more, and the best part is that it's valid for 10 years. Okay, and it's biometric. I think it has,
Continue on Brighton Road for 1 kilometer.
I think it has your fingerprints built in or something. But basically, it's a stronger security passport. And so I sent the email to my mom. I said, Mom, good news. Looks like I am getting a new passport, because I thought they just forgot all about me, you know. So as soon as I get it, the plan is I'm gonna fly to Russia, because my mom is 85. I don't know how much longer she has, but she's in good shape. But you know, she wants to see me. It's been probably, what, I don't know, like 5 years since I've been there. And I hate going there in winter, because normally that's when I don't have work, right? But this winter it's crazy. And so I think I'll just find a couple of weeks, take a couple of weeks off after a few good trips. Like whenever I get
100 meters, turn left.
Whenever I get the new passport, I'll go. Okay, where's the pharmacy? It's 300 meters. Oh, okay, I see the white tent over there. They said, look for the white tent in the parking lot.
Turn left, then turn right.
Actually, wait a second. That's not the proper. Sorry.
Head south on Somerville Avenue toward Eggert Road.
Because I see.
100 meters, sharp right onto Eggert Road.
Because I see that you
Sharp right onto Eggert Road.
go under that tent right in your car. And between the tent and the parking area there was a snowbank. So I think the entrance is from this side.
In 200 meters, sharp right onto Brighton Road.
Where is it? Son of a gun. There you go. I think it's this one.
Head northeast toward Brighton Road.
Oh, and right across the street there's liquor and wine. Huh, I knew this was a good location. Okay, somebody should come out and check my piece of paper and take my ID. I think that's all they should need. Right, the test is done. Shopping at the place is done. So this time we have, I don't know, I like this wine. Lindemann's. This one is Cap Sav. Yesterday I had Merlot. And the test was easy. The guy just came out. I said, how do I pay you? He says, well, if it's cash, you just give it to us. If it's a credit card, you just write it down. And so I wrote it down over there. So now we just have to find south. This thing says go south. Basically I have to get to 290. Now this is just me returning to the hotel. So if you guys are already sick and tired of Buffalo, New York, just feel free to. So yeah, I see that test over there. That I think it's this.
Head southwest toward Brighton Road.
I think it's this way. If not, it'll tell me.
Turn right onto Brighton Road, then turn right onto Eggert Road.
Ah, it goes that way.
Turn right onto Eggert Road.
Okay. This way. Eggert. Oh, so this is.
Continue for 1.5 kilometers.
So now I'm doing a kind of like a small loop to get to 224. Son of a gun. 224. So from 224, the speed limit is 20 miles an hour. That guy, I was afraid that guy is a cop here, you know. Oh, wait a second, it's 1:59. No, the phone says 2. So 2 o'clock, you already have to, because yeah, that's the school over there. And here's the sign, and school speed zone. And we out of here.
In 500 meters, turn right onto the I-290 East ramp.
Now, what do you say we switch on the sport mode? Maybe not a good idea because it's a bit slippery. I need to burn more gas. Surprisingly. Because then I can fill up more, and again over here it's cheaper. I think if you translate current pricing, it's probably like $1.20, $1.30 per liter Canadian, whereas back home it was $1.94 for 94 gas, which is just totally nuts. Okay, we're in sport mode. Okay, we need 290 east.
Turn right onto the I-290 East ramp.
This one. 290 east.
In 600 meters, merge onto I-290 East.
Nice weather.
Continue on I-290 East for 10 kilometers.
So this is the sport mode, right? I don't know if you can feel it, you can tell the difference, but it does sound deeper because now the active valve should be open. Okay, now I need to get into the right lane.
In 3 kilometers, take exit 51 to 61 for I-90 West toward Erie.
Okay, what's the exit? 5161. 5161.
In 800 meters, take exit 51 to 61 for I-90 West toward Erie. Take exit 5161.
So I don't need the right lane, I need
Continue on I-90 West for 2 kilometers.
2 right lanes. Okay.
In 800 meters, take exit 51E for New York 33 East toward airport.
No, that's west. I need the same road, except I need east. This one.
Take exit 51E. Continue on New York 33 East for 3 kilometers.
And like I said, that's what I like about the sport mode, that it keeps shifting, so acts as a brake, and the car actually stops faster, right, because of the more aggressive downshifting. Okay, how about a little bridge test? 3, 2, 1. turning? I think we're turning somewhere here. Okay, how about another bridge test?
In 600 meters, turn right onto New York 33 West, Genesee Street.
I think I scared the guy behind me.
Turn right onto New York 33 West, Genesee Street. Head northeast toward Genesee Street. In 100 meters, merge onto New York 33 West, Genesee Street. Continue on New York 33 West for 4 kilometers.
Yeah, that's how I drove yesterday, right? I think. Yeah, that's the airport parking. That's the Days Inn where I stayed during my previous trip when I was installing the Flowmaster kit on my Dodge Ram. And that's my hotel. I don't think I ever stayed in a hotel like this, but I see they advertise a lot, you know, for weddings and I think funerals. It's a perfect hotel for this because it has so much grandeur, you know, inside. I bet it looks lovely when they turn these lights on. And they have their own little bus, so they can take you to
Head east.
to the airport. Maybe in case it's raining, maybe.
You've arrived.
If it's raining, so I might as well park over here. That's it, boys and girls. Sorry for the long video. Test result. SARS-CoV-2 not detected, negative. Perfect. So now I gotta save this somehow because they might ask me for this. So what do you guys think? Shall I do that arrive can for the citizen entry? The problem is with Canadian border services is that they're not accessible by phone. You know, like I mentioned this before, if you go to Google Maps, right, and you just find the area, let's say in this case I know Buffalo, New York, right? I find the river that separates Canada and US, and Google Maps will tell you US Customs. You click on that, right away it gives you the phone number. And the trick is that the phone number you see on Google Maps will be the local number for that particular crossing. So you can call the number, and one of the options will be to speak to the officer on duty, press, you know, I don't know, let's say 3. And somebody will actually answer the phone, introduce themselves, and say, "Oh, Officer, you know, Jenkins, what can I help you with?" Of course, they're not very happy when you call them, but you know, if it's a legitimate question, like in this case, right? I have a question for Canadian Customs about the use of the arrive can. But Canadian border guards do not do this. So US, you can find the particular crossing and the phone number will be local, right? So if you do that, if I move my mouse to the west towards Canada, and I'm in Fort Erie, Ontario now, right, on the maps, and it says Canada Customs, you click on that, it'll give you an 800 number, the same for all border crossings anywhere in Canada. It's the same 800 number or 888 or some stupid stuff like that. And you call that number and you're hitting the headquarters of CBSA, Canada Border Services Agency. And it'll just give you some stupid options, you know. You cannot reach the person at the desk or at the booth at the crossing. They don't give you the option. I don't know why. What's the big secret, you know? US is much more strict in terms of requirements, right, to enter, because so many people try to immigrate illegally. And US gives you phone numbers, whereas Canada, shame on you, no phone numbers. So you cannot call anybody. It's all on the web, where half of the time you cannot find the proper information, right? Just like last time, I found that old news release where it says molecular tests are no longer required. Okay, and then it turns out there was an old news release. Now there's a new one where actually you do require molecular test. So Canada is can be very confusing. Oh, and by the way, I was wasting money and wasting time printing out the invoice for my exhaust, and here I have a packing slip. But again, it's a packing slip. It just says part number, order number, who bought it, me, my name, but no price. And then there's a return form. So reason for return, like this. It's funny, they already give you a return authorization form, which is already pre-filled out. It says Sergei Dratchev, UPS, Bailey Avenue, zip code, state, city, Buffalo. And a reason for returning a Flowmaster kit. They give you 6 choices. 1, no longer need the part. Okay. 2, part is defective or missing a piece. 3, not happy with the quality. 4, I ordered the wrong part. I'm an idiot, they should call it. 5, part was not what I ordered. And option number 6 for returning the Flowmaster exhaust kit is other. And they give you 2 lines here where you can say stuff like my girlfriend says the car now is too loud. And that's exactly the reason not to have a girlfriend. Thanks for watching.